Did you know that you and I have psychic abilities which we haven't tapped into? The Australian Psychics Association has just started up a national hotline to cope with our future. The national president is Simon Turnbull, and Simon is with us this morning.
All right.
So, good to see you. John is playing the appropriate music. Just keep it going, John. The unknown.
Yeah.
When did you realise that you could tap into this sort of thing?
All right. When I was a kid, I used to talk to friends, and halfway through what they were telling me, I'd just start to get a feeling about what the full picture was, the full picture. And that's how it was, and I thought everybody had this ability. But in fact, we all do. It's just a matter of trusting it, yeah.
What happens when you've got a premonition or you're given a message of something which is not going to be very pleasant? What do you do about that?
Well, I mean, life has its unpleasant side, and you've just got to protect yourself a little bit. If you get a negative thought, sometimes you're initiating, you're thinking about it yourself. Sometimes it's someone thinking about you in a negative way, and it's important to not allow other people's thoughts to become your thoughts.
So it's other people's vibes that are coming in, and you can translate. Some people translate them.
Yeah, and of course that's why it's very important to be centered. You know, to be in your heart space.
Do you bend spoons like Uri Geller?
No.
You personally?
No, and there's not much money in bending spoons, I think I'll tell you.
Oh, they're very famous for a little while there.
Oh, sure.
Every show in the world one day.
Banned from all the hotels. It was,
for vending spoons. Yeah. Okay, let's get down to business. I suppose the one thing that a lot of people would like to know about is tarot cards.
Yeah, tarot cards.
What are they? What do they do?
Well, they were designed actually, eons ago, but the first written history of it was an ex-Catholic, well, he was a Catholic priest, he wasn't an ex-Catholic priest, and he used to use them to teach children spirituality. Back in Germany, 1350, something like that. And he wrote it down as a record. That was the first written record of tarot cards.
Right, show us some and what they mean.
Well, these are very, very sort of ancient German ones. There are actually 80 or 90 different packs. And if you'll see, there's different pictures of houses and all sorts. They're all symbols. And what a trained reader will do is just learn to read the pictures. They're actually just printed pieces of paper. There's no power or magic in them. But they have a certain symbolism, and that symbolism tells people certain things.
And it's all in you choosing particular cards.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of people get concerned about tarot cards.
Yeah, it's all fear, unfortunately, because... you know, early religions, when they moved into a village to set up shop, the first person they'd get rid of was the village wise woman or man, and give them a bad name, get them run out of town so they could set up shop.
I'm told you've got some feelings and some premonitions about a couple of leaders.
Right.
Okay, let's go for Paul Keating first up.
Well, Paul Keating is going to definitely, because he's got 4 1s in his chart, and 2 9s, he's in a very, very strong position. Alexander Downer, on the other hand, is a 777, 999. They're both very sort of strong people.
What do you mean 777, 999?
777 means very, very one-tracked, very.
But how do you know he's 777, 999?
Ah, we did his numbers, like we did yours.
You did my numbers too?
Yes. That's how. Well, first of all, you're a very emotional person, even though.
What makes you say that?
Well, you're. Because you are.
How dare you come on and tell people that I'm very emotional?
Well, you are.
But what are the numbers, though? What are the?
Well, it's a 6. Yeah, I know this because your overall number is a 6. So you're very sensitive.
But do you get those from the letters of my name, or?
Yeah, from the date of birth.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And you're born on the 23. The Chinese say 23 is one of the luckiest days to be born on. So it's a 5. You're born in the 7th month. That's a very strong will. Well, it's a strong will. And 19, whatever,
38.
blah, blah, blah.
38.
38 is 18, 19, 20, 23, 22 for, 9. So 9, 10, 11, 12, we come up with a 6. So there's a 6, double 6 there.
Right.
Yeah, well,
I'm a double 6.
I can't remember how I worked that out, but anyway.
That's fair enough. Yes, you've got a lot of things on your mind.
Yes.
Okay, so what else do you know about me? What can you... I'm very emotional.
Yeah. You're very emotional, very sensitive, but you're also spontaneous. You've got the 5 spontaneity.
That makes you to have the 5 in the that makes you spontaneous.
Very spontaneous, passionate. Okay, but lucky too. The downside is that you don't when you don't want to be pinned down, you don't get pinned down.
I haven't been pinned down in years. Sadness of my life.
All right.
What else? I'm intrigued. This is for free, too.
A whole lot of stuff, yeah. In fact, well, I mean, dare I mention that people can ring up the hotline, the Psychic Hotline, on 190-263.
I don't need to. I've got you sitting right opposite.
Where's the script? And get, in fact, reading And, well, the rest about you, let's see. We've got two things. One is that you're going to be changing around the situation next year. That doesn't mean you won't lose any grounding at all. Because you're one of the most... because you're more sensitive than most, you're more likely to intuit the best direction. So your lifespan... I've got to say this, but I mean, I'm not going to say the negatives. Your lifespan is one where you'll trust your intuition, so you're not likely to fall back.
Is there any bad news? I mean...
only if you don't trust your gut feelings.
But nothing's going to happen, you know.
No, nothing bad. No.
I mean, I think here's Susie. Nothing's going to happen as quick as that. No. Because that's the one thing. I don't mind when God takes me, but I want him to give me some notice, right? Because I've got a lot of things to say to a few people.
And the future's not what it used to be.
Well,
no, I mean, not for you, but for me.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, for all of us.
Yes. So there's nothing else that I need to know, anything like that?
On that score, no.
Oh. It's easy for you to laugh. You know I don't know. I feel there's something you know that you're not telling me.
No, not at all. Well, no.
Don't do it that way. We're going to sit here for the rest of the morning and you know something that I don't know and I need to know it.
Well, all right. I'll have to dream it up, you know. I mean, anything. Intuition on the spot, splash.
I mean, I'm not going to die by a poisoned hair transplant or something. What is going to happen to me? Don't wind me up. I want to find my whole life before me. He knows something and he won't tell me.
I'll have to tell you later, or next time, maybe.
All right. Hang on a sec. Wait on. Some music, please. Oh, good morning, Doris. Doris Stokes. Remember Doris Stokes?
Yes.
She's telling me from the other side, everything's fine. And she looks forward to seeing me soon. Great to see you. Good luck to you, Simon. Well, there you go. I mean, whether you believe it or not, I always find it fascinating. Here's Michelle.